All right, Detroit Pistons get their first win of the season. Y'all know I was going to talk about it. The Pistons won again. The Pistons won again. And I stand corrected on brother Asar Thompson. His offensive game is coming together. Him and Ron Hollins look very confident in shooting the ball. Yesterday they just played harder. That was the difference. They just flat out played harder yesterday. Whatever this is in my beard. I don't know. Or can we get it? I don't know. Here we go. So they just played flat out harder with more intensity. Pretty much what it was yesterday. And offensively, Asar Thompson, he looks aggressive. He looks improved with his jump shot. And that's my fault for judging the book by its cover. But he looked good yesterday. Ron, looked confident shooting the ball. Sorry, that is our trusty sponsor of the show, my dog Miles. But yeah, man, I watched it and I was improved. I was impressed. Apparently, I'm looking at the ESPN live, looking at their live page or website. Mavs on 2 fire. Nico chants grow louder, and I'm like, wow. It's the beginning, But KD had like a 37 ball, and what is he, 37, 38? To still, be playing at the level that Kevin Durant is playing at is truly amazing at this point. But he's just such a skilled player. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of different than seeing LeBron play 40. A lot of things that LeBron do is predicated on his size, the athleticism, and somewhat his mind. But KD is just a pure skilled player, But Sar, 19 points yesterday, 9 for 16. Well over 50% shooting, 1 for 3. I mean, that ain't the worst case scenario. Cade Cunningham, really just close to yesterday, 21 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. They made shots. 8 turnovers was a problem. No other person on the team had more than 3, but, he's the primary ball handler. So I ran some point. And I told y'all when I first broke down this film, I seen point guard, but Duncan Robinson was huge. I mean, he was on fire. Tobias, one of his erratic games, but he rebounded well and did some other things. Ron Hollins, got to get him more than 13 minutes. 3 for 7, 2 for 5 from 3, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, +6, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. They got to find a way to get him more points. I mean, really, I'm going to say the MVP was Paul Reed because Jalen Duren got kicked out the game for, I feel like it was inadvertent elbow. I don't think the elbow was intentional on Amen Thompson. So that's my opinion on it. Some people said it was. No, the game has changed. It's become a little bit more softer. So, but I didn't think the elbow was intentional. I think he was just trying to swim over and he caught him. But got to find a way to get Ryan more minutes. But Paul was the MVP. Made a huge block down the stretch. Made a 3. They left him open. He shot the 3. It was a couple head scratcher plays from brother Paul yesterday early on, but once he got comfortable, he was huge. They put Tobias on Sengun a lot, and he held his own. And Sengun, he wasn't efficient early. 5 for 18, 7 for 10 from the free throw line, 0 for 2 from 3, 17 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. He was just not accurate. And every time I see Sari Jabari play, it just seemed like he fucking sucked. 3 for 14, 3 for 9 from 3. Kevin Durant, like I said, 37 points. How old is Kevin Durant at this point in his career? He is 37. So yeah, 37. Just turned 37. So Clint Capella with the Rockets. Remember I mentioned him? I don't know. Joshua Okogie came in, gave some energy. Tari Eason, he yammed on Cade. I mean, did y'all see Zion yam on Wemby Yama twice, but Wemby, kind of blocked him a few times, but that was crazy. But Amen Thompson, 10 points, 5 turnovers, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 6 for 10 from the free throw line, 2 for 8. It seemed like Asar is coming a little bit around faster offensively than him. And that's probably credit to Fred Vincent. But honestly, it was the intensity yesterday. And then also what also picked up for them was the fact that I feel like what also picked up for them was it was the efficiency. It was the efficiency, or the aggression of Thompson and Ron Hollins offensively. They're not hesitating. They're shooting. They're getting to their spots. They're catching and shooting when they open. Their aggressiveness is I think has been is the difference so far. So but yeah, I'll let see what Cade had to say after the game. I mean, he didn't have to really shoulder their load like the other night. So but let's see what brother Cade got to say.
Came out there and showcase, especially someone like Paul Reed.
Man, it was amazing. That's our identity. That's what we needed tonight. It was a crazy game. It was a lot of emotions started running high. We got physical. We lost both our big fellas, so the opportunity was there. But I mean, the effort that he put in, we don't win that game without B-Ball and Vontae. He made a lot of big time plays. Everybody came in. Chaz, it was definitely a team effort for sure.
Just disposition-wise, what did you like about the team tonight, especially in comparison to Wednesday, about how y'all came out and stuck with it?
Yeah, I mean, we fought on the glass. That's what Houston does. They put a lot of pressure on you, rebound the ball. So, we fought on the glass. We kept our poise through all the extra stuff that was going on. I think both of those things were huge for us.
Typically, when people talk about your connection to the Rockets, it was always about Jalen Green. But another person in your class, you're cool to see his growth. Just what's it been like for you to see somebody else in the class thrive the way he has?
Yeah, I've always been a fan of his game. I met him the summer before the draft. Saw him working out and stuff. First time I seen him was the summer league, and was impressed with him then. And I mean, I'm not surprised by how his trajectory. I'm saying? I think he's a great player, and he's only going to keep on getting better and better. So it's fun competing against guys, my age and guys that are getting to it.
Houston Rockets are a very physical team, but you all are as well. So sometimes when you're out there, you feel like I'm used to this because it's like being in the practice.
Yeah, I mean that plays into how we want to play the game. That's our identity. We knew tonight was going to be a dog fight because of that. We knew they wanted to play physical as well. So you just got to be ready coming into games like that, and it's a great win for us.
All right, so Paul Reed, like I said, ended up being the MVP last night, coming in, giving some good minutes. They'll be back on the floor in their home opener tomorrow versus the Boston Celtics. Not sure, how it went for the Celtics. I think they might be 0-2. I could be wrong. Yes, they're 0-2. They lost to the Knicks last night. Tomorrow, 3:30, home tip-off. They lost to the 76ers by 1 point. I believe Tyrese Maxey in their home opener, season opener, went off for 40. Yes, he went off for 40. So we'll see how it goes, man. Big win for them yesterday. Love how aggressive Paul Reed was. Love how aggressive Duncan was. Really, Asar Thompson offensively being aggressive, making some defensive plays. And Ryan, they got to finally get Ryan some more minutes. But Jalen Duren, getting put out. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't really think it was a intentional elbow. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think about it. Pistons got their first win. A lot of people was panicking in game one. This one game, I just thought it was a case of there was a lack of urgency to pick up with. I don't know what it was, but the Bulls came out on fire. You know what I'm saying? They was looking to make a statement. Maybe it was because Kobe White wasn't playing, and it's the Bulls, no more Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. LaVine is the Piston killer, to be honest. So maybe you say no more of those people, and you like, you know what I'm saying? We gonna take it easy. So I could see that being the case, to be honest with you. So I do appreciate y'all for tapping in. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out the Piston post game reaction playlist. You'll find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9 piece.